Hello, ladies and gentlemen. For the last century, Citroën has increased the freedom of mobility for its customers. At Citroën, we believe that freedom of mobility should be for all. True to that DNA, we launched a series of very innovative products, such as the 2CV, Traction, and more recently, AMI, 100% electric. We wish to provide clean, safe, and affordable mobility for all. But we don't want to stop there. We're always looking at mid and long-term trends and wish to anticipate our customers' expectation. And we see those upcoming changes as opportunities. When we look at the cities today, we see a number of constraints: noise, pollution, traffic and traffic restrictions, and generally stress. We also hear a lot of hype about upcoming technology, and we see some rapid development of some of those technology that bring new solutions to the city transport problem. Electrification, obviously. The emergence of some shared mobility solutions. But one great question remains: autonomous driving. We at Citroën believe that we can move the subject of city mobility forward. With the idea we will present today, we will showcase what could be autonomous urban mobility for all. Today's vision is not a solitary one. We developed it with other city life operators. We believe that this collective intelligence can help us go beyond traditional boundaries. This is why we decided to collaborate with two other world-class French companies, namely Accor and JCDecaux, to help create this urban collective. The Urban Collective is an unprecedented partnership between three companies focused on one vision: a fully electric, autonomous ecosystem in an open source mode. So let us discover our answer to the urban mobility challenges, the Citroën Autonomous Mobility Vision. I will leave the floor to Laurent Sensen, Head of Citroën Product and Strategy, who will tell you more about our vision.
Thank you, Vincent. Urban population is growing. As Vincent said, we see more and more constraints in today's cities, making urban mobility more and more stressful and complicated. But because we deeply care about our customers, and because we believe freedom of mobility should be for all, we tried to look at the problem with an innovative eye. What should be a mobility solution that rethinks urban mobility, that brings back pleasure in daily commuting and gives time back to the city users? First, our vision is to provide our customers with a solution reinventing onboard experience, making urban travel smoother, more peaceful, and valuable. Second, environmental consciousness is key for us. Our solution needs to be compact with minimal footprint. Moreover, we know that in the city centers, cars are parked 95% of the time. A private autonomous vehicle is therefore not the solution. And in addition, the high level of technology would make it very expensive for the customer to buy it for a very low usage rate. This is why we imagine the Citroën Autonomous Mobility Vision. I let you discover it.
You might have never heard of it, but it exists. It's called the Urban Collëctif, which is three major French companies, Deco, Citroën, Accor, who decided to combine all the innovation capacity, all this groundbreaking thinking out of the box that we should be imposing on ourselves by changing our behavior, changing our relationship with our customers. And it's all about how could we invent urban autonomous mobility. So the first thing is innovation, in which you have to be groundbreaking, you have to be thinking differently, and you have to really decide that you're going to be inventing something which does not exist. And you may be wrong on timing and on product, but at least you would have tried. So the second ingredient comes to what we call at Accor augmented hospitality, which is trying to enlarge my relationship and the time of that relationship with my clients way beyond only staying in the hotel walls. So how could I basically welcome you at the train station with an autonomous vehicle? How could I basically take you from the hotel when you're going for dinner at some friend's house? How could I basically make you exercise through the Power Fitness with Pullman and En Voyage with Sofitel? So I guess I keep you within my arms and give you something you never experienced before. And the third is very strong, but you need to be not gimmick about it. It has to do with your and my corporate social responsibility and commitment to sustainability. Everything we endeavor now has to be well thought, well designed on making sure that I guess it is carbon emission free or at least carbon emission reduction. And now I'm super happy and privileged to disclose and show to you those two videos, one on Sofitel En Voyage, the other one on Pullman Power Fitness. Just enjoy them.
I am very happy to be with you today through this digital platform to share with you a vision of the future of mobility. Ever since its creation, JCDecaux has played a key role in the evolution of urban spaces around the world. Each and every day, in the heart of the communities we operate in, we aim at making sustainable improvements to urban living. At the same time, we are committed to meeting 100% of our electricity needs through renewable energy sources. This objective has already been completed in France in 2019 and will be internationally across the group by 2022. In line with this objective, and because mobility is key to our lives, JCDecaux has promoted eco-friendly mobility for 20 years. As early as 2003 in Vienna, then Lyon in 2005, and during 10 years in Paris, we truly pioneered urban bike sharing and continue to operate systems in 76 cities around the world. 700 million carbon-free journeys have already been completed. To facilitate city life and getting from place to place, we are innovating on a daily basis and supporting urban transformation to meet ever-changing needs. After launching our hybrid self-service bikes at the end of 2019, we aspire to be even bolder as we imagine the mobility of the future. To meet city challenges, tomorrow's urban mobility will need to be eco-friendly, active, socially responsible, and both groundbreaking and truly accessible to all. Inspiration often arises from an encounter. Today is a meeting of the minds with Citroën, Accor Group and JCDecaux, with a focus on the urban mobility of the future. It is an approach to innovation that is as open and collaborative as it is bold and pioneering, driven by cities that are increasingly human, connected and sustainable. By leveraging Citroën expertise, we have designed pods. Today, with the Urban Collective, I am proud to present the JCDecaux City Provider for a completely new and reinvented vision of the city.
So, how does it work? Citroën Autonomous Mobility Vision is made of two elements, the Citroën Skate and the pods. The Citroën Skates ensure the mobility of the ecosystems. The pods provide the onboard experience with unlimited possibilities. The Citroën Skate is a full autonomous, 100% electric device. It can be operated 24/7 on dedicated lanes at a speed of up to 25 km per hour. It is fitted with a wireless induction charging solution. Small and agile in town, its compact dimension, 2.6 meters long, 1.6 meters wide, and 51 centimeters high, gives it a low ground footprint, perfectly suited to city centers. Able to move at 360 degrees, it has low space requirements. The Citroën Skate embarks all the technological features of autonomous drive, including LiDAR, radar, and other sensors. And of course, enhanced suspension at the heart of the Citroën Advanced Comfort program are included to enjoy the best onboard experience. The Citroën Skate is used on demand, optimizing usage rate of technology for better usage of resources, and as a consequence, an affordable autonomous mobility for all. A fleet of autonomous Citroën Skates will generate a smoother traffic flow while providing unique experience to users thanks to the pods. We have developed 3 pods with our partners, Accor and JCDecaux, 2 city life actors. First, Sofitel en Voyage. Second, Pullman Power Fitness. And JCDecaux City Provider. We can clearly talk about an open source mindset between the Citroën Skates and the third-party pods. These pods, designed by Citroën with the Urban Collectif, provide a unique, groundbreaking, everyday life experience for their users, gives them time back and pleasure in their daily commuting. Let's hear our head of design talk about it. Pierre Leclerc, the floor is yours.
Now that you understand the concept and how it works, let's get more into details. I will start with the Citroën Skate, our autonomous platform. A rectangle carried by 4 spheres. And that thing looks like it's been designed for a space expedition. Purely functional, it's basically an aluminum structure that packages all the technologies, the batteries, of course. On its sides, you have the radars, the Citroën logos, the chevrons that will turn on either red or white regarding the direction of the skate. And to ensure a perfect flexibility of movement, we have developed, with Goodyear, a specific tire that looks like a sphere, 50 centimeters diameter, that will allow you, a bit like the wheel of a mouse, to drive in every direction you want, 360 degrees, moving like a crab in all directions. So, 1 skate, 3 pods. The first pod is called Sofitel en Voyage. And Sofitel en Voyage basically replaces the limousine service. It will help you enjoy town in a Sofitel way for a transfer, a shopping or cultural experience. A full comfort experience for 2 or 3 persons, And it had to be modern, of course, cozy, and integrate the tailoring approach that Sofitel is using in their design. The result is this amazing coconut-like shell made of over 1,000 pieces of laser-cut wood and handcrafted. And it's a perfect combination in between the tailor approach and the computer parametric design. The interior is bright red, daring, cozy, beautiful lighting, and it opens up on this flat glass that you can find in architecture today to let you enjoy a great view of the city, a bit like a theater stage. While in motion, you can simply enjoy a little glass of champagne. You can work as well if you wish by unfolding the desk, and of course, have a video chat with the Sofitel concierge at any time for any wishes. Second pod was developed with Pullman. And as you might know, Pullman has in its brand missions to help people improve their fitness level and therefore their well-being. Pullman Power Fitness is to give you time that you lose today. How many people will tell you today they're losing 2 hours in transport and they don't even have time to do sport? Now you could spend this time in traffic doing cardio, and that's exactly what you can do in the Pullman Power Fitness. This amazing capsule-looking like cell offers 2 seating choices. One side you can bike laying down, and if you flip around, then you can use the rowing machine. The great thing is that actually by burning calories, you will be able to recharge the batteries of the skate. With Pullman, we have developed 3 different training programs to choose from. They trigger different goals, rhythms, playlists, and LED light show all around the cabin. All this can be controlled with a specific app that has been developed for the urban collective. It brings you to whatever pod you want to use and offers you different possibilities to personalize your experience. The last pod was developed with JC Deco, and the pod is called JC Deco CD Provider. The concept is very simple. It's the on-demand accessible pod that comes to you. It can carry up to 6 people and can embark a wheelchair, a stroller, or any luggage. It allows passengers to sit inside, outside, or standing up very much like a London bus. It picks you up in the street, brings you to your destination by the easiest route. You can also imagine it being a great way to visit a city because it's fully connected with screens showing the route, where you are, and what's around you. It actually looks very much like a JC Deco bus shelter, as we worked with their design codes. The partners we approached were, from the start, super excited, and it's been a pretty amazing experience, actually, to work with people whose business were completely different from ours. We worked closely with their top management, with their design team, because for each pod, we needed to become one of theirs and understand perfectly their company, their way of thinking, and their expectations. That was the only way to make it believable. Now, at the end, we have 3 pods of completely different proportions, design approach, and most important, they transform your way of commuting in completely different experiences. You know, when we started this project, we built up a small team to think of how far we could go and what those things could really do. And in 2 days, our designers came up with over 60 different concepts. Things like transfer shuttles, mobile workshops coming to you with tools and pre-cut materials to assemble, mobile barbershops. The healthcare could be a huge opportunity to develop pre-check pods that bring you to the hospital, dentistry, ophthalmology. You could play virtual games while being moved around. Lots of ideas thinking about entertainment, sport, tourism, and obviously delivery. As Vincent said, think how much Citroën brought to this industry in 100 years. Quite amazing innovations that made people's life better. It's our role today to bring disruptive and positive solutions on the road. And I personally see it as important as when we replace the horse by an engine.
So here we are. We wanted to show you collectively Citroën, Accor, and JC Deco our vision of a fully electric and autonomous urban transport ecosystem. You now know more about the Citroën Skate and the free Sofitel, Pullman, and JC Deco pods. Citroën Autonomous Mobility Vision is designed to enhance urban mobility for all. And to us, it means that this ecosystem has to be shared to the greatest number with an open source mindset. If the Citroën skates will remain Citroën property, compatible pods could be made by Citroën, co-developed with a partner, or even designed 100% without Citroën. We will share Citroën skates technical information to make it possible for anyone to create their own pods. As Pierre Leclerc, Citroën Head of Design, just told you, there are unlimited possibilities to the Citroën Autonomous Mobility vision to create completely different usage, services, in general ways of moving around in the city. Still, this openness is not just a technical one. By unveiling today the Citroën Autonomous Mobility vision, we explore a new way of individual, distributed urban mobility. We clearly wish to shake the status quo and launch the debate with cities, urban planners, territorial collectivities, and more generally, every city life operator, to imagine together an efficient way to make the most of urban mobility tomorrow. So that with Citroën Autonomous Mobility vision, everyone has a better time in the city.